Hello, geographers. Today we're going to dive into one of nature's most powerful sculptors, our planet's surface, glaciers. So these massive bodies of ice have literally carved mountains, created valleys, and shaped the world as we know it. So what is a glacier? So a glacier forms when there is a net accumulation of snow year to year. So think about it this way. When more snow falls in the winter than melts in the summer, excuse me, that leftover snow will compact, recrystallize, meaning its molecular formation reforms, and will eventually transform into glacial ice. And this process typically takes decades or even centuries. So, what's truly remarkable is how much impact glaciers have had on our landscape. Despite covering only about 10% of Earth's surface land today, glaciers accomplished roughly 7% of all contemporary erosion worldwide. So that's an enormous amount of Earth moving power concentrated in relatively small areas. Moving ice grinds away almost anything in its path. So imagine a slow moving bulldozer that weighs billions of tons. That's essentially what a glacier is. They significantly reshape topography, creating distinctive landforms that we can identify even thousands of years after the ice has retreated. So let me get my slide up here. Excuse me. Okay, excellent. All right, so types of glaciers. Let's go over that. So now not all glaciers are created equal. A glacier's movement pattern and its effect on shaping topography vary considerably depending on the quantity of ice and particularly the environment. So let's break down the two major categories. We have mountain glaciers, which are smaller, and continental ice sheets, which are huge, enormous ice sheets. So we're going to talk about each of those. So first up is mountain glaciers. So mountain glaciers come in several forms. First, we have ice fields, and these are unconfined ice sheets of ice in high mountainous areas. Unlike other glaciers, ice fields aren't constrained by surrounding topography. A perfect example is the Columbia ice field in the Canadian Rockies, which feeds several major glaciers in the region. From ice fields, we often see valley glaciers develop. And these are long, narrow features resembling rivers of ice that spill out of their originating basins and flow down a valley. Most of the time, that valley is carved by a glacier, by the way. Now, when a valley glacier extends to the mouth of its valley and spreads out broadly over flat land below, we call it a Piedmont glacier. Another mountain glacier type is the alpine glacier, which develops near a mountain's crest line, the top. Sometimes these remain small as cirque glaciers, confined to a bowl-shaped depression called cirques. However, many alpine glaciers eventually break out of their basins to form valley glaciers or even Piedmont glaciers as they grow. The next type of glacier is a continental ice sheet. So we're going to scale this up dramatically from the mountain glaciers. Continental ice sheets are immense blankets of ice that completely inundate the underlying terrain to depths of hundreds or thousands of feet. Unlike mountain glaciers, they form in non-mountainous areas of the continents. Now, today we only have two true ice sheets, one covering about 80% of Greenland and the other covering Antarctica. During the last ice age, similar ice sheets covered much of North America and Northern Europe, but they have retreated. Around the margins of these massive ice sheets, we find outlet glaciers. They're like tongues of ice that extend between rimming hills and often reach the sea. I have an excellent picture I will show you in a moment. These outlet glaciers reach the ocean, chunks break off to form icebergs and in a process called calving. And this happens at an accelerated rate today due to climate change. This is also contributing to sea level rise globally. So I'm going to wrap up this introduction section, and I hope you can appreciate how these massive ice formations have shaped and continue to shape our world. The valleys where many of us live, the lakes where we enjoy and that we enjoy, and the countless landscape features around us, as well as many of they're all the handiwork of ancient glaciers that passed through long ago. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next section.